Well, hi, everybody. Today we've got a topic that, frankly, I was kind of reluctant to talk about, but it's very important, so I'm going to bring it up and cover it. And that topic is fear. If you poll stroke victims, stroke patients, they will tell you that the number one fear that they have is having another stroke. This isn't terribly surprising, since in most cases people did not see it coming. In the case of many people that I talked to, they didn't know what was happening at the time, and they're very, very afraid that the same thing will happen to them again, that without warning they'll be struck down. And the next one will probably be a lot more scary than the first one was, and for just about everybody I've talked to, the first one was plenty scary. So what do? You can't live the rest of your life doing nothing, paralyzed by the possibility that something terrible may happen to you again. So, frankly, I don't have any really good answers to that question. I know for quite a while after my stroke, I was frankly living in absolute terror that I would have another stroke. And not a day goes by, even now, 4.5 years later, that I'm not concerned about it. I'm not terrified of it as I was at first, but it's still pretty scary. Maybe some of that just comes with time. You realize that you're not one giant eggshell, and the first tap is going to crack you. And you get more experience with recovery. You feel a little bit better. But it's really kind of funny. When I was discharged from the hospital and sent home to Texas, they said, okay, now, if you feel strange, be sure to call 911 so they can come check you out. Well, I didn't know what to say to that. I felt strange all the time. In fact, for a couple of years before the stroke, I felt strange a lot. And I thought, well, if I'm going to call for an ambulance every time I feel weird, they might as well park the thing in my driveway. And I have not called an ambulance since I had the stroke, since I got home. And I've been okay. I haven't had any symptoms of another stroke. And so I've built some confidence over time and it's sort of recovered. But still, I mean, the fear is there, and it's not the only fear. There are other fears. What if I never get better? What if I just slowly get worse? I mean, I'm not a young man anymore, and just as a part of the natural aging process, how am I going to keep going? Um, it's tough, and again, I don't have any good answers. If you have some solution to this, please let me know because I could really use it. The other thing though is really just accommodating and realizing that, it's a part of life. It's just a part of life, and you have to learn to live with it. You can't ignore it. You can't pretend it isn't there, but you also can't let it run you. So, again, if you've got any better suggestions, I would really like to know about it. So thanks, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.